I've signed dozens of copywriting clients myself. I've had one of those clients pay me $150,000 in a single transaction, and I've helped hundreds of people sign their first copywriting client over the last few months. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to actually get copywriting clients in 2025, even if you have no experience. And no, I'm not going to tell you to spam a message to thousands of business owners hoping and praying to get a response like these other YouTube videos are telling you to do. It's 2025. Those videos are outdated. But if you do what I'm about to show you in this video, I can't make any guarantees, but you'll probably sign a client pretty fast. So let's get right into it, right? This is not going to be like a super shiny video, so lock in. All right. So the first question I'm going to address before I get into this stuff is, why would you give away anything for free? Right? Like, I see free stuff all over the internet all the time. I'm like, this guy's full of shit. Like, how is he giving away this for free? Why would he if he's making all this money? Now listen, okay? With what I'm about to show you, you don't need hundreds of copywriting clients, right? And with what I'm about to show you, right, there are tons of copywriting clients to go get found, okay? And I have opportunities falling in my lap every single day, but I'm maxed out right now. I don't need more copywriting clients. So I'm literally making this video out of the goodness of my heart. And if you want it, it's here for you, okay? But if you can't lock in and watch a long video about how to actually get clients, then you're probably cooked in 2025, and you can go back to spamming thousands of messages to business owners that don't actually want a response from you, right? They don't want to hear from you. They're not going to give you a response, okay? So let's get right into it, okay? So with what I did, right, this new strategy that I'm about to show you, Jacob Rosales, Eric Liu, and Jacob, I don't know how to say his last name, signed clients, okay? You can see a creator signed 1.5 million on IG, time to learn how to fulfill, right? These guys had no experience, okay? Eric Liu got a 1.5K setup fee and a 50-50 rev share, okay? This guy right here, Jacob, got a $5,800 client, right? Fitness influencer with 130,000 followers, okay? 10% of the revenue, okay? And he literally was like breaking down a few days before this, right? Trust the process. You're a few no's away, right? People were telling him no. These guys were struggling, right? But once they followed what I'm about to show you in this video, everything pretty much unlocked for them, right? And I'm going to warn you, this video is not going to be like the same as these other copywriting videos where they're just like, okay, go put this message here and just copy and paste it to a bunch of people. No, I'm about to show you like real stuff right here. And the cool part about this is, with the new technology that we have at our fingertips now, right? This used to take a ton of work to do. Like, not even gonna lie, like a year ago, this actually would have taken a ton of work. But now you can actually speed up the process into a few minutes, which is crazy. So I'm going to show you that too. So none of these guys had experience, okay? And when I was working with all these people, I helped 1,000 people do this, okay? I noticed these problems. Everyone's messaging the same business owners, right? If you go look at like copywriting YouTube, it's super fucking toxic, okay? They're telling you to just message the same brands, and everyone's doing the same exact thing, right? And it's bad. Like, if everyone's messaging, just think about it for a second. If everyone's messaging the same people with the same exact message, what do you think's going to happen? It's saturated. But that doesn't mean copywriting's like actually cooked, right? Copywriting opportunities land in my lap, like I said, every single day, right? It's not cooked. But if everyone's spamming the same messages to the same people, what makes you think that you're going to actually get clients? Okay. So the next thing I noticed is spamming hundreds of proven messages, right? Here's one thing I'm going to tell you in this video. Nothing's actually proven. Okay. You can copy a message for X period of time, but that message that you see from that YouTube video is only going to work for a few days. Okay. And the next thing here is no experience shows. Okay. I noticed with a lot of these guys, they're basically like, they all have no experience. And it shows through their outreach, their cold outreach. When they message a business owner, it's like, hey, I clearly have zero experience. That's a huge problem, right? So this is really bad, because they need experience to get clients, right? But you need clients to get experience. So how does that work? Like, how are you supposed to like get results if you have no clients, right? So I've also figured out a way in this video where like you're not going to have to need experience, right? But it will look like you have experience, and you're not going to feel like an imposter. Okay, I think that's the biggest thing here as well, is like, one huge thing that I noticed is most people, when they're doing their outreach, they literally can't get themselves to do it, right? Because they're literally a fake person. You don't want to be one of these guys that these YouTubers are telling you to do, where you're just like a fake, like a fraud, right? Like a copywriter who has done copywriting before. Like, you don't want to be that guy. Okay. You want to be the guy who's actually done it before, and you're confident that you can actually do this. Okay. Very important. All right. That's what gets people to never literally touch outreach. Okay. And the next thing is tired of working for free. A lot of these people are literally just like doing like tons. They're in outreach hell, messaging thousands of business owners, and they're just working for free at the end of the day. Like, once they go to sign a client, it's like, yeah, I'll work for free. And then it's like, cool, I'm glad you're working for free. And then the business owner just abuses that and you never get paid. That sucks. Okay. As you saw with these guys, okay, these guys got paid up front. One of them didn't, and that's okay. Right. But one of these guys got paid up front. And the cool thing about this is, even if you do work for free, the way that I teach this is, if you grab a rev share, you're never really working for free. And with the type of person we're working with, you're going to make money up front very, very fast, right? I hate business models where you have to literally make no money for 3 months. That's not possible for some people. It's like, you need to make money fast. You need to pick something where you can make money very, very fast. So what I'm about to show you is going to make you money very, very fast. So that's another problem, okay? And then you're getting 0 responses for months, right? People are looking the exact same. Like, if you look in a person's DMs, like a business owner's DMs, and you look at all the copywriters, they literally all look the same. And the reason why I know this is because I literally got in someone's DMs, right? And I looked at everyone else that was sending the messages, and I was like, they all look the exact same. So that's extremely important as well. That's another problem. And then AI is changing the way business owners view copywriters. Unfortunately, I saw someone the other day, they were basically working on Fiverr and Upwork, and these business owners were messaging them, and they were like, hey, I want you to write 7,000 words, and I'm going to pay you like, the budget for this project's like $50. I was like, damn, like, holy shit. So these business owners are starting to think like, well, if AI exists, all I needed the copywriter for is to like do some like VA work and just like work with the AI and make sure it looks good, right? That's not good. You don't want to put yourself in this box of people who are just getting discounted for their work over and over and over and over again. And the worst part about this is, there are thousands and thousands of copywriting freelancers out there, and there's not enough like offer owners. There's not enough people with businesses that need copywriting, right? With existing businesses that can actually even afford copywriting, because copywriting is anywhere from $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month. Most business owners, especially the small ones, can't afford that. Like, that's a problem as well. Okay. And then here's the next thing. This is like one of the worst things about it. Even if you sign a client, you're stuck doing the same thing for the next client. What I mean by this is, what a lot of people do is they do hundreds and hundreds of outreach messages, and they still never sign a client. And then once they actually do sign a client, they're like, yeah, I signed a client. And then boom, they're back in outreach hell. They're doing hundreds and hundreds and thousands of messages for the next client. And that just bothers me. Like, I couldn't imagine like wanting to get into online business. Like, you came into this for freedom and fun. And then you literally like, you're like, yes, I got my first client. And then you have to get the next one. You're doing the same thing over again. If that was me, my eyes would be bleeding, right? I'm glad I've never had to do that, because I hated that. I actually did that at one point. To sign those dozens of clients, I did do that, and it sucked, and I hated it, right? But what I'm about to show you is like, you don't need to do that anymore, right? And I'm excited to show you this, because this is freedom for a lot of people. Okay, so luckily I've solved this problem for you, and I'm really fucking good at it, okay? And I found a way to turn your passion into a business without showing your face. Like, this is the biggest thing, okay? Like, with whatever you work on, even if you are a copywriter, the most important thing about these projects is that you actually love to work on them, right? It's actually part of your passion. You're not just like, one of the worst things as a copywriter is to work for a scam offer. I've seen a lot of people write for scams, and that's sad. Like, no one wants to do that. You're destroying people's lives. What I'm about to show you, you're going to be able to use your existing passion, right? Write for people, make them more money, and help more people, right? Do you want to help more people? I hope so. I hope that's why you're watching this video. You ready to see how? Okay. So before I get into this, let me ask you something. What is your passion? Right? I actually want you to think for a second. Like, I don't want you to like just start skimming through this video. Like, don't start skimming through this video. Like, what's the tactic? What's this? Like, genuinely, like, this is probably the most important part of this, right? What is your passion? Okay. Genuinely, like, ask yourself that. Okay. What do you love to do? What is actually fun for you? Okay. Because if you know that, if you know what you have some previous experience, like having fun, passion, etc., right? You're going to be able to find something that fits you with what I'm about to show you. Okay. So like, for example, I love dirt bikes. I love skating, but I also love copywriting, right? I just have done it so long where I actually enjoy doing the work, right? It's kind of weird. Like, you're probably not there yet if you don't have a ton of experience, but I'm at the point now where I actually love what I do. Okay. So just think about it for a second. Like, genuinely think about, like, what is your passion? Don't skip through the video. And if you do, you're just going to be lost anyways. You're going to look at the tactic and then you're going to skip on to the next video and you're going to stay stuck, right? You're going to stay stuck if you skip through this video, and you're just going to literally just be in the same pool again, right? And the reason why is because this is what the market actually looks like. I'm not just pulling this out of my ass. And you've probably felt this if you've been in the market for some time now. Okay. So this is what it looks like right now. So a lot of people just go where the money is, where they think it is, and they just end up in this little cesspool right here. And you've probably seen this before. It's like copywriters writing for make money offers and all this BS. And it's all just like super cutthroat, and it's just bad and it's painful. And you've probably seen some of these people before, and they're just in pain. Like, they got into business in the first place to have freedom and make 10K a month and maybe play some video games and actually do their passion in their free time. But they're kind of just stuck working 12 hours a day for someone else that doesn't even like them. And the worst part is some of them are working for free, and clients are running thin. Like I said before, this is like millions of people right here. Well, I guess not millions. I'd say around 100,000 copywriters, right? Just kind of like bouncing on the same projects, bouncing on the same business owners. Okay. But what ends up happening is when you have this, it's called a red ocean. It's a real thing in businesses. When you have a red ocean, right, everyone's fighting over the same clients, and it's kind of like just a bloody cesspool. It's bad. Okay. You see this in SMMA, you see this in copywriting, you see this in closing, sales, etc. Right? But I've found that the people who enjoy life the most, right, are actually in this blue ocean right here. And what this blue ocean actually is it's people following their real passion, what they actually do in life. Because if you think about it, everyone's actually pretty unique. Nobody actually got into this space in the first place and was like, oh, I love copywriting. Like, that's a developed passion. The real passions like dirt bikes or skating or esthetician, like maybe you're an esthetician, or maybe you're doing woodworking, or maybe you're there's always something that is passion, right? And this is where people thrive, and people who don't have passion and people who are kind of lost kind of all just aggregate to this little crowd over here, and they fight over the same clients when there's literally millions of other clients over here, right? But it's hard for people to find those. And the real reason why this exists, this blue ocean over here, is because of the creator economy, right? So the way that I teach copywriting is actually not to go find a business owner or a brand and write for them. There's only so many of those people. Okay. It's a very limited space. It's extremely dangerous to go over there because you're simply not going to sign clients. You're going to get demotivated and you're going to go back to what you were doing before this. Okay. But the best solution is to, instead of trying to hop on a business, right, that someone else has already created, what you can do is you can create something from scratch. And it's actually very easy. It's not as hard as you think it is, right? I know that there's a lot of false beliefs going here where it's like, oh, I don't know how to start a business. That sounds scary. Like, I was thinking about starting a supplement company the other day, and that sounded scary to me. I get it, right? But what's cool about the creator economy is there's 4.2 billion social media users, and this is real stats from Linktree. You know what Linktree is? It's basically like the Linktree software that people use to sell stuff, right? So there's 4.2 billion social media users, and there's 200 million creators, right? And then there's 130,000 copywriters, right? But in the creator economy, basically every creator has made content, right, for something that they love, right? There's plant creators, there's fitness creators, there's all kinds of different creators, right? But the problem is these creators are making content and they love what they do, but unfortunately they aren't making money. So a lot of these guys actually have jobs, believe it or not. However, they have faces, right? And they would love to put their face on something and love to help people, right? No matter what the industry is. And what you could do is you can go help these creators sell something to their audience, because they have these massive audiences of people from the 4.2 billion social media users, right? But nobody is selling to that audience. And a lot of these, not only that, but these creators are also afraid to sell to their audiences. Why? It's because they don't want to be gurus. They don't want to be seen as like, oh, a guy who sells something. Even though people who sell things are actually very much benefiting people if you know what you're doing, if you create like a really good product, right? That's the gap here. There's millions and millions and millions and millions of creators, right? And if you think like that, there are enough creators for every copywriter to have 1,538 clients because you only need one, right? And you only need one, right? So it's like you could have 1,000, if you split up 200 million creators with the 130,000 copywriters, like you'd have 100, there's so much room for growth here, right? And it's simply the ability to create an offer. And that's what master copywriters are able to do, right? They're not able to just like go write for an offer, like, oh, I'll write you some emails. They're able to create something. If you can create something in the world that solves a real problem, right? People will pay you money for that. And it's not that hard, right? So let me show you an example of this. Okay, so here's a creator right here. Okay, this is a woodworking passion. As you can see here, he has 718,000 subscribers, 1.3K videos, and he enjoys making content about tools, right? He enjoys woodworking a lot. He does woodworking as a passion. I'm a tool fanatic and love sharing my passion for tools, right? He just makes woodworking stuff. And the cool part about this is he has a woodworking community called Sawdust Startups, right? And he teaches people how to take their woodworking passion and turn it into a real online business, right? A passion making anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 per month, right? And inside of this group right here, he gives people copy and paste guides to sell projects, pricing strategies, how to scale, a community, a weekly live coaching call with him, right? And people are more than happy to pay $59 per month for this, right? And he has 593 people in his group right now. And the reason why I know this, right, is because I am the one who taught the copywriter behind this project, right? You can see Nick right here, 16.2K MRR, let's go. And I will show you right here, this is just his thank you message to me, right? And he showed how he did it, okay? But what he said is once he started making money, he was learning more about funnels, email marketing, emails, like email sequences and stuff like that. This is all copywriting, right? Copywriting is a skill set, right? And if you know how to use that skill set to launch, you could write copy to launch. You could write copy to create an offer. You could write copy to create emails to get people into an offer. You can create copy to get people back in the group after they've churned, right? This is what you actually should use copywriting for, not just go writing some emails for some random brands, okay? And I want to show you this too. See how Nick, like you can see his Instagram here. See how Nick is not a copywriter? He doesn't like actually say he's a copywriter. See that right there? He's not like, oh, I'm a copywriter. Like, let me write you some emails. That's not how this works. You can see that Nick is just a cool guy. He rides his skis and he's just cool. Like he's a real cool guy. Look at him right here. That's Nick. Okay. And the cool part about this too is he's one of my students. So he messaged me on January 1st and he was like, biggest month to date, $18,000 added to my clock. It's just a concept I've taught him. Happy New Year, right? But basically what that means is he put $18,387 in his bank account on January 1st, right? Because in December he had a great month. Why did he have a great month? The reason why he had a great month was because I helped him create a launch, right? And then he optimized all of the emails. He wrote a bunch of copy. And he helped the creator monetize more of that audience. He took more of the audience from here and put them in here. And then he sold them more stuff with copywriting, right? It's amazing what you can do when you learn copywriting and the ability to create new offers where everyone gets messed up. I'm telling you right now, where everyone gets messed up, and you'll see it in the market nonstop. You've probably seen info product agencies. You've probably seen IPOs like info product operators, like growth operators, info product growth agencies. Like there's so much BS, right? And all of these guys are like trying to work with existing info things and they're trying to like make money. The problem with that is there's a limited amount of those. That's real, okay? And it looks like this. Everyone's just following what other people are doing. But when you find like weird stuff, like you find weird stuff that actually makes a ton of money by following your passion, right? Like Nick followed his passion and knowledge using woodworking, right? He has some background with woodworking, found this creator and was like, maybe woodworking would work, and it did, right? He found an offer. He found a gap in the market. So my question to you is, are you ready to make $5,000 to $10,000 per month with a client that you love working with, right? Are you ready to work with a creator that you would genuinely love working with. That's the big thing. It's because like most people aren't even doing what they love. What's the point in quitting your job to get a new job? What's the point in having a job to do a side hustle for another job just to make money? No. What if you could eventually, like, what if you did this as a side hustle and then eventually you're able to quit your job because you're making more money than your job, or even the same money, but you love what you do times 10, right? That's what happened to me, right? I'll tell you a little bit about my story. What happened to me was when I first started off in this game, I wasn't in like the stupid like little info product weird space. Like I wasn't in this weird bubble, right? I was much further outside of it. And I made a lot of money doing that when I was very young and I was dumb and I didn't really know what I was doing, right? And what that was for me is it was reselling. I learned how to resell some sneakers, and then I figured out that I could start a community of people that wanted to learn how to resell sneakers. And then I found a creator and I helped him sell a $75 a month community on how to resell sneakers, right? That's cool, right? That's really cool, right? There's a bunch of sneakerheads in there. We did meetups. It's dope. Right? But the second you kind of like veer off into this weird space and just listen to other people, like you're not going to make any money. I'm genuinely like saying this, like I'm not incentivized. Like this video is not shiny. It's not super edited, but like this is real. Like if you follow your passion and do exactly what you want to do, you will find what you want to do in life. So my next question is, are you ready to learn the 6 steps to get a sick client like Nick? Yeah? All right, let's do it. So here's how to actually get these clients. Okay, I'm going to show you how now. So after you actually know what this is and you're ready to do it, lock in. So I'm going to show you how. Now this is where I'm going to get a little bit in the weeds, right? But I'll bring you back up after that. So the first step is to find a creator you like to work with. And the first step to do this is actually to go to like vidIQ. And you can also just use regular YouTube search on this. But basically what I would do is I would go to vidIQ and I would search stuff that you're interested in. So for example, you can search woodworking. Right? So inside of woodworking, you can see that this is a big niche of people who actually want it, right? Because this is search volume. What this shows us is niches that are pretty much in demand, right? And you can find creators this way. So you could say woodworking tips, woodworking tips and tricks, right? And we can go a little bit more niche to find like the more niche creators that are making content, that are like actually making content. So we can go to YouTube here. We can type in woodworking tips and tricks, and then we can go over here and we can find creators, okay? See, here's his creator right there. And then you can see DIY creators, 3.2 million subs. Boom.
What's up, guy?
Boom. All right, so this guy's doing DIY projects, and you could probably start a community for this guy. He probably even has one. Let's see. Woodworking plans. Boom. See? He's already selling his woodworking plans right here. And he's probably making some decent money doing this, and you could probably come in here and help him, right? So like you can see right here, just a copywriting idea off the top of my head. You can literally just take everyone who's ever bought a product from him, which is probably thousands and thousands and thousands of people, right? And you could take those people and you could sell them a $50 a month community, right? You could take an email list, because when someone buys from them, you could take an email list of their subscribers or an email list of the people who bought and just sell them something that's monthly recurring. And instantly you can like create a side income for yourself of anywhere from 20 to 30 grand a month. That's how powerful this is, right? Don't get all caught up in all the BS, but like literally like find a creator, write some emails, and create a new income for yourself, a side income where you don't even work that much. And the crazy part is now that we have AI and we're copywriters, if we own a part of a business, we're not getting paid to write emails. That's a commodity. You don't want to be a commoditized service, okay? We're getting paid for the quality of our ideas. If we get an idea, we tell the AI to write it, and then boom, it's done. Nick literally told me the other day that he only works a few hours a day, and he actually spends the rest of his time skiing. Right? That's sick. That's actually dope. He went from having a job to doing this with a job to doing this and quitting the job to doing this and like skiing every single day. That's sick, right? I hope that you actually find that for yourself. So you find a creator, right? And there's 200 million of them, and there's tons of niches. So you can also do like, for example, software engineering. This is another one I like to look up. Software engineering, you could see all kinds of stuff. Like if you're an ex-software engineer, like think about your like real experience. Like what was your experience in life, right? You might have some really cool experience in life that you could look up and be like, oh, people like have demand for this. Like for example, reselling. This is where I started. 228,000, low competition, right? This is great right here, right? And what's even better is if you're a woman or a female, or like you could like female reselling is completely different, because most like make money things are male dominated. So if you're a female within a space and you've had some experience before, you can actually make a lot of money. And even if you're a male, if you find a female creator in a specific niche, you're so far outside of everyone else. It's insane, right? The most important thing in business is being so far outside of everyone else that they can even conceptualize competing with you, right? That's a beautiful thing. Okay, so after you find a creator you'd like to work with, right? You can find similar creators using this app called SimilarTube. So you can look it up. I'm not going to look it up on here, but it's called SimilarTube. And basically it's a Chrome extension where I basically left this in here, but I don't think this is his email, so don't use this. But basically what SimilarTube does is you can go to the creator right here, and then you can click boom right here. You can find creators just like this guy. So we're looking up creators that are similar to like this guy. And it's using AI to scrape all of YouTube right now, and it's actually finding their emails. I don't know how they do this, but it's insane. Okay, so here's SimilarTube. We can click match, and then it's going to search with the AI bot all of the YouTubers that are related to this guy. And then also what they're going to give us is his exact email. So if I email this exact email right here, this guy's going to respond because it's his email, right? That's insane, right? With all these other business owners and stuff like that, they're all going to the DMs. Everyone else is going to the DMs. But if you literally pay like $30 or something like that, you can go straight to here. And yeah, you could use the DMs too. Like that works as well. But the best way is to just go here. Okay, so that's that. I don't even have an affiliate link to send you for that. It's just an insane software, right? So you find similar creators and you build a list, right? So once you do that, you can, let me see, boom. So you can take this, and then what you basically do is you click boom, and you select all, and then you can export it. Like if I move my face right here, you can export it right here. Pretty sick, okay? So that's that. You can build a list with AI, and then what I would do next is I would write some copy for them. So what you could do, there's this tool called Poppy AI. I do have an affiliate link for this. I could put it in the description or whatever. But basically you can create like this, like a new Poppy board. And basically what you do, the reason what's cool about this, Aqua Puma, what is that? What is that? You could take this guy's videos, right? And you could do like, is he speaking? Okay, how to video. Boom. Hey, I'm Glenn. What we could do, the reason why I'm doing this is because most people reach out to these creators and like, hey, I have an insane opportunity for you. Like, let me build a community for you. They're like pretty tired of that. Like there's probably some people spamming them that. We don't want to do that. So what we actually want to do is we want to create some copy for them. We want to show them that we're actually competent, right? So what you could do to just get your foot in the door is you could start by writing a YouTube video script for them. So for example, how I upgraded my garage floor. So we could be like, and you can also use Claude for this, but you're gonna have to download the video. The reason why I like this is because like I'm about to show you. So using my exact voice from the video I gave you, write me a YouTube video script for my new video, how to make money with woodworking. Right? So you can like write them a YouTube video, like how to make money with woodworking or something like that. Okay, I'm going to have to give it some additional context, right? Because obviously you're going to have to give it an outline and stuff like that. You're going to have to write some copy. I have a whole video on this, but basically like it's going to use his tone of voice, right? And his natural speaking style to create, I kind of want to like create something. I'd have to pause the video and like feed it some stuff, but basically it's going to create like a cool script, right? I have some other videos on this. Like maybe I could pull something up like, boom. Let's see here. Like right here, I've written some emails for this using my exact script. Rewrite this. Boom. No. Okay. Boom. All right. So basically, I had a course that I dropped on YouTube, and I told it to do this. You can pause the video and see the script right here. And then I gave it my script. Like you can feed it like some text, and I gave it my exact voice. And then it writes it in my exact voice. So what it would do, it's like, hey, we're a few days away from 2025. Have you decided what you're going to do to make $10,000 per month this year? Or are you still trying to figure out the best business model? Here's the thing. Most people are stuck in life. Like it sounds just like me, right? And that's the cool thing. And that's what the creator will recognize. Okay. The reason why we're doing this is because then we could take this and we can copy and paste it and put it on a Google Doc. and then we can make a Loom video about it. Like I'm making a Loom video literally right now, so I'm not going to break down how to do a Loom video. Like this is a Loom video. Like you can see my video in the bottom right. You can see this thing right here. Like this is a Loom. It's screen recording my screen right now, right? And you could talk about what you just made for them. So it's like, hey bro, I just made you a Google Doc on how to basically, I just scripted you a whole video. And I think if we talk about how to make money with woodworking, we could send them to your woodworking plans that you already have. And I think it would make you more money. I've just structured it in a way that would get people to buy. And it makes you not look like a guru. And I wrote it in your exact voice. That creator is going to be like, oh my God, this is insane. And basically all you do, send them an email, be like, look at this, write some like pre-copy or whatever. Be like, hey, like I made this video for you. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Respond if you like it. Watch this video. And you'll basically get a response like this and be like, bro, that was fire. I like how you structured things. I appreciate you even taking the time to put that together for me. I'm free around this time or this time. Like, let's do something, right? Because then you want to talk to them like a real human. Like, get on a call with them, talk to them, be genuine, right? And be a real fucking human being and be like, yeah, I actually think like we can make some money with this, and work your way into a partnership. You don't have to start off with this, right? You can start by just writing some YouTube scripts for them for free because they already need that. You could help them write content for free, right? And then you can get your foot in the door and you can get a percentage of a new offer that you launch for them like this. Like for example, Nick got like 30% of this whole entire thing because he was actually like helping this creator with his YouTube channel. So you can start off by helping with their YouTube channel a little bit with your copywriting skills, and it won't take you any time because you're using AI. And then you can massage your way into like getting on a call, et cetera, et cetera. Start working with them. You'll feel comfortable and you don't have to do a sales call. That's the best part about this. You don't have to do a sales call if the creator already likes you and you're thinking about like, what if we did this? Like you just start planting the seed and the idea of like, what if we did this? What if we did that? Right? That way you're not being salesy. You're not doing a pitch, and you're working with a project that you actually love working with. Like if you love like getting into schools, like if you've gotten into an elite school before, you can work with a creator that helps people get into elite schools. I literally have a student doing multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars a month doing that right now. Believe me or not, like, I really don't care, but that's dead ass true. Okay. Now, after this entire video, you're probably overwhelmed and you're probably like, okay, I have no idea how to do this. I created this whole entire free course. It's literally on YouTube. You can go watch it for free. And there's a like 69-page talk in there that breaks down how to do all of this in more detail. So if you like this and you want to work with someone that you actually love working for, and you're tired of watching all these other copywriting YouTubers tell you to do stuff and then pitch you a 997 course, go watch that. It's free. Okay. I'm not here to sell you something and catch you off guard. I've already made a bunch of money from this. Okay. Go watch that video and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.